Good morning, everybody. Dr. Peplinski here from Simi Valley Unified School District. As we enter our last week of school, I want to congratulate all of our seniors on their upcoming graduations. We look forward to celebrating with you on Thursday and Friday. And to all of our 8th graders and 6th graders promoting on to the next level, we look forward to welcoming you to your next endeavor at middle school or high school next year. As we begin to talk about next year, it's important to know that there are still many unknowns. My point today in reaching out to all of you is to let you know what we do know, what information we are still waiting for, and when you can expect to know what our plans are for fall. At this point, we are currently waiting on direction and guidance from public health, state and local agencies so that we can continue to plan our fall models. We also know that that information is likely not due to us until the middle or end of June. So the likelihood is that we will be able to communicate our plans to parents the beginning of July. At that point, a very detailed list of parameters that will associate with each of the models that we are offering this fall will be included for parents so that they can make an informed choice about where their student will be attending classes this fall. We do know this for sure, that there will be an online option for parents. Although what you went through this spring was the best our students and parents and teachers could plan for, we do know that what students will experience in the fall if they stay online will be much different than what they experienced this spring. It'll be a consistent, more regular contact with teachers, and it will also be an online platform that's uniform across the district. So if you choose to stay online this fall, please know that our teachers will be working diligently to provide a consistent platform, and that contact with teachers will be much more consistent. So you can expect, if you're online this fall, to be in communication with your teachers every day. We also know that there will be some sort of online presence in our district that is accompanied with an option for parents that will be on campus. We do not know how many days a week that will be. We do not know how many students can be in one class. We do not know if students will have to wear masks. We do not know if students will be able to go to recess. All of that information is the information I alluded to earlier that we're still waiting on from the agencies in our area. Once we have all that information, we will be able to then clearly articulate to parents what the plans will be for online and on-campus learning. Parents should expect that those two options will be a choice that they will have to make. And at that point, parents will be able to then look at the models that we have in place and make the best determination for their families. We also know that there are going to be circumstances where maybe the early elementary grades have more in-person contact with their teachers than our high school students do, based on the regulations that were given for the number of students that can meet at one time. So we are open to the idea that all of our grade levels may have different number or frequency of contacts with their teacher on campus. The online component is going to be consistent. So if you start online with your teacher, you will have consistent ongoing communication and contact with your teacher throughout the semester. What we simply don't know at this point is what parameters we must finish designing our models around for the on-campus learning. We're holding out hope that the longer that the county and the public health officials have to review data, that the more likely it is that we will be able to do more and more with students this fall. We also want to make sure that our parents know that a couple of our programs are continuing through the summer. The lunch and breakfast program that our child nutrition department has been running over the last few months will continue through the summer. Please look for information from the district soon about the distribution sites and times for that program throughout the summer. And thank you to our child nutrition department for making this happen during these difficult times for families. We also want to make sure that parents know that our schools are all open from 9 till 1 each day to receive enrollment and application information. It's very important for us that parents at least let their school know that they intend to come this fall so that we can plan for the appropriate number of students. Whichever program you end up choosing, whether online or on campus, at this point is important for us just simply to know that you are enrolling in that school so we can plan the appropriate number of staff. So please reach out to your school and let them know to expect your student if you're new to that school or you have an incoming kindergartner. With that, I want to thank all of you for your patience. We know that this transition to online learning this spring was difficult for everyone. We also want you to know that we're working very hard to make the goal of getting kids into our classrooms on campus a reality this fall, at the same time knowing that there are many parents that are going to choose an online option, and we're working hard to make that as robust, consistent, and as meaningful as possible for your students this fall. I wish you all a happy and safe summer, and we look forward to seeing you back here in the fall.